Good. Them scars still pretty raw.
New ones or the old ones?
Exactly.
Oh, Marston. You are so tough with them scars. How'd you get them scars, John? Being tough.
I ain't tough. I'm either stupid or slow. I cannot decide which. Either way, I keep getting caught.
We all get caught eventually, John. I guess the trick is to decide by who.
What do you mean?
Seems like you've been getting caught by a few things. Not just wolves and knives.
Ain't nothing ever caught me Dutch didn't want to eat me.
Well, exactly. I think that's the point.
Listen, I didn't get these scars falling over in church.
Not yet, you didn't.
Just what do you mean, Dutch?
I guess I should be going to bed. Don't you be an arrogant son of a bitch, John. You're better than that. Love gets us all in the end. You be grateful it got you.
Man talks drivel sometimes.
I guess. I wish I had a scar. I ain't as young as I used to be. Been a tough couple of months. Been a tough couple of years. Since I got sick. It's all been tough, you know. We're born with some dreams. We acquire others as we get older, and then we live out something else. When I was younger, I wanted to be a priest. I did, a priest. Didn't know you had to be a Catholic to be a priest. I guess I was always looking for a messiah. Funny what you find in this life. When I was a kid back east, they said there were dragons in the West. Dragons. Well, I guess we found them. Found them, or made them, or became them. Oh, these futile lives of petty sin we have lived. What choice did we have, really? Streets weren't paved with gold. There's poverty in Europe, there's poverty here. Only here, you can stick a gun to someone's head. Take what you want. That was the only difference.
Sir, I can see you as a priest, Jose.
A priest con man, maybe.
Right.
Here comes trouble. Get rid of you, can I? Hey, mind if I join you for
Still one of life's great pleasures, sitting by the fire with friends. No matter what else happens, nothing quite beats sitting by the fire. You can have the hounds of hell after you and all the angels of vengeance alongside them, but a warm fire and you feel all is okay. Them that discovered the stuff must have thought they was gods among monkeys. They discovered fire. In our time, they've discovered a wire you can talk down to speak to people you wanted to avoid so much you moved to a different town to escape them. I feel like I look. Wonder if we're gonna make it. This time, wonder if old Dutch hasn't bit off more than he can chew. Good old Dutch. my best friend. You know how we met?
Hello, Arthur.
Pair of hucksters trying to rob each other. By a fire just like this on the road to Chicago back in, when was it, 78 or thereabouts. Whew. More than 20 years. We ain't dead yet. Not quite. Oh, Dutch was something special back then. I guess he's something special now. I thought I could con the paint off a wall, but he was good. He was good. I'd spun him this yarn about a mile long about my daddy, the ambassador, and would he help me find my way back to Paris, France, when all of a sudden I looked and my money and my gun had disappeared. We laughed and said we'd face the future together. Here we're at, facing something together, I guess. Though who knows exactly what.
You two was meant to be, Jose.
Long time ago now.
Ah, but what a run you've had.
You know, long time ago, I believed in all this crap. Believed in everything Dutch said. How we was above the law. Above morality. How we was different. Long time since I felt that way. Long time. Blackwater ended all that. But really, it was dead long before. I mean, thieving is all right. Whole country is just about thieving. Maybe whole world is. But the killing I can stomach, because it turns out I can stomach more or less anything, but that don't mean I like it. Don't mean I like it one bit, nor myself for putting up with it. Yes, I hope that if we can get the hell out of here, then maybe we can go legit. Maybe Dutch will calm down. Maybe it'll be okay. Some chance.
Hello, Arthur.
Hello, Arthur.
Not that much has changed, Jose.
We used to actually help people. You remember that?
I do.
You know,
Have a
my
seat
pa
by the
used
fire,
to say you
Arthur.
stare into the fire long enough, you can see the whole world pass by. I always thought it was the most stupid thing I ever heard. Aside from all the other stupid things he used to say, of course. But now I know exactly what he meant. Guess that's age for you. It's humbled better men than me, and it's sure humbling me good and proper.
Everything all
Like
right,
I
Arthur?
deserve. I ain't being a very good man. I know that, but right now, as I approach my reckoning, guess one thing I can do is try to teach you boys about the many errors of my ways. I ain't repenting, except for one thing. I wish I had acquired wisdom at less of a price. Except my head was too damn hard to learn quicker. Stupidity is all I am sorry for. The worst stupidity of all is not listening to them as knows better. You know, I miss my wife. Since she was
taken from me, I miss her every day. She's what I think about when I wake up, what I'm still thinking about when I go to sleep. Confuses me. Confuses me no end. How a wretched sinner like me could be given someone so perfect, so beautiful to take care of. For once in my wretched life, do my best. And then she dies. And I live on. Well, at least for now. She's been gone many years. All them years I was given and she was not, and we're expected to believe in judgment? What kind of a judge would save me and take her? A foolish one I can't respect any more than I can respect myself. I miss her so. Forgive me for being so maudlin, but it's a fact. I know we've all of us seen more death than life these past few months, but, well, sometimes the unfairness of it all confuses me. Mind if I sit? Listen, I know I ain't well, but don't pity me. Envy me. I've done all a man could want. My grandfather farmed turnips in some bog in Lincolnshire. In Lincolnshire, which I'm told is in England, famous for turnips. I've never had to eat a turnip in my life. I'm a product of this country. False, true, bad, a little good, tough, old. Don't you worry about me. I'm okay. Ran in a gang for years, never earned a legal dollar. Saw unspeakable evil and remarkable kindness, usually from the same folks. Raised and lost a family. Saw pretty much the whole country, from Madison Avenue to San Francisco. Did bad, did good. Guess I ain't unlucky at all. Guess I'm real lucky. This is what you're offered. Fine evening, eh, boys? Fine evening. Glad to be out of that cold and sat here. Wonder how many more evenings like this I'll have. Anyone know? Come on, don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. I'm not gonna see much more in another couple of years. Maybe 5. My daddy lived until he was 75. A life of sin and debauchery would make an emperor blush. He was a bigamist 3 times over. Reckoned he had 100 children. Never worked an honest day in his life. I only saw him 3 months in my entire life, and by God, did I love that man. Never met a finer. Anyway.
Hello.
Hi there.
I would love to meet the man behind the man.
Well, if you do, remind him he has a son.
Okay.
Ah, Mr. Pearson.
You know, when I was younger, I'd try and rob anyone, anything. If it weren't nailed down, I'd take it. If you had anything, I'd try and take it from you.
that lawman get-up.
I know now, I seem like a sweet old man. But as a young man, I was worse than any of you fools. Total and absolute degenerate. A liar, thief, a killer, when necessary. Then I met two people who changed my life. My dear wife, Bessie, and good old Dutch. And for 20 years now, life has made sense. It isn't my fault, all the unkindness and misery, and I can't stop it, I can't change it, but I can improve things just a bit. It's a lesson I learned from each of them. And what I try to teach you fools, life can be better. We aren't perfect, but we can protect the people we love. Dutch caught me trying to steal food from him. I thought he was gonna kill me. But we looked at each other and we saw something. We've been best friends ever since. He's crazy and I'm a fool, but I trust him because he's true. No lying in him. And when somebody doesn't lie in this world and you don't lie to them, then together you can achieve great things and destroy great powers. Ignore everything else I said, but remember that.
Well, I think we're gonna be okay. In the end,
I hope so.
we made it this far.
I ever tell you about the time I went on the stage?
Is this like the time you joined the cavalry?
No, this is a true story.
Really true or mostly true?
Really true. Gospel truth, solid oak truth. I always loved drama. And I always had a comedy routine, falling over, getting punched, that sort of thing. Used to play it in the theaters and on the street, all up and down the big rivers back when I was a young man.
Well, I was always into running women.
That's because you're a lowlife, whereas I had aspirations.
Fair enough.
Anyway, I was a comedian, but I wanted to do something serious. Drama. Tried reading some of it, but I didn't understand more than 2 words of it. I just wanted to be in one of them. I don't know why now. So one day, I snuck onto the stage. Turner it was. The Revenger's Tragedy. Bunch of Italians stabbing each other. And I stabbed someone.
Really stabbed them?
No, I wasn't quite that dumb. But then I had a line to say, and I completely forgot it and got booed off. Oh, the shame of it. And that was the end of my dramatic career.
I should have been an actor. I'm a natural. But the lore of Africa was too great for me. Did I ever tell you about Timbuktu?
Many times, my friend, many times. And I don't believe any of it. It's getting kind of late. I gotta get some sleep.
Well, be well.
Did I ever tell you boys about the time I was hanged?
Oh, I think so. Tell us again.
Sure. So I got caught doing something or other. I was just a kid, 17, 18, long before I met Dutch. I was newly an orphan. Anyway, I got caught by some hill country sheriff stealing a chicken, I think it was, and he decided I was going to be hanged for it.
For a chicken?
Yes. Only some folks thought it was unfair. And at the hanging, there was a riot. They went to lynch me. But someone I never saw, he shot the rope clean through. Instead, they hanged the sheriff. And I got away with nothing more than a sore neck.
Well, was you scared?
Absolutely petrified.
Well, fair enough. How you been keeping, Hosea?
Good. But nearly got myself lynched a couple of days ago.
How?
I had been watching this house in town. Rich family lives there. I became convinced, as you do, that the place was full of loot.
Of course. I know the feeling.
It starts to call you that thing in your stomach. Take me. Rob me. I want to be in your pocket. Silver, gold, all the good things in existence.
Exactly.
So, I'm watching the house for a few hours, and it's as quiet as a grave. I become convinced it's empty. I ask around, people ain't been seen. So, for some reason, I must be getting sloppy. I just walk right in. Right into a wake for their dead Uncle McCarby.
No.
Oh, yes.
Oh, what'd you do?
I froze. Then I saw his name, and I became McCarby's best friend they never knew about. Somehow I winged it, and let them lead me into being McCarby's former gold prospecting friend from back in '76. By the end of the evening, we were laughing together and crying. It was very sad. He was a lovely man, old McCarby.
But you still robbed them, huh?
You heartless bastard. Of course I did. I robbed the priest, but not the family.
That's okay, then.
You're a pair of old fools. Master at work,
Old habits die hard.
just so long as you ain't making me dress up like an idiot.
You know, when I was a little boy, some men came to my village. They accused 5 men of spreading rebellion and heresy. They took them into the streets, stripped them naked, castrated them, and fed them to the pigs while the rest of the village was forced to watch. One of those men was my uncle. Another was a friend of my parents. And you know what those men had done? They had suggested that the men of the village demand a fair wage from the local landowner. That not that he share all that he had, just that he give enough that the people might live. Of course, Mexico could be a land of plenty. But the people with the power there, they rather kill than share the smallest little piece. All my life, I think about this. Most people are thieves because they steal the lives and the hopes of others. Arthur,
You think you'll ever go back to Mexico?
for now I can't. You think we're wanted here? I'll be shot on sight if I go back there.
Maybe one day.
You know, it's nearly 5 years since I left Mexico, and the rebellion, it still has not happened. If I go back and they find me, I'm dead. My mother, I heard she died. I mourn her, but I did not bury her. My sister got married, she moved away. I hope she's safe, but I will never know. And what was my crime? Huh? My crime was wanting food and fairness for the people. For that, I have been chased and hunted. I come here. Things are not so very different. Everyone steals, kills, suppresses, lies. All they do better here is make you believe that it's not that way.
Hey. Guess things are the same everywhere.
Yeah. The older I get, the more I find that to be true.
Kinda depressing.
When I was a boy, my mother told me about an animal that attacked cattle and drank their blood. Of course, you've all heard about this. Every place has one of those, but my mother's version was a little different. Along with farmyard animals, her version also ate little boys who misbehaved. Oh, she tried everything she could to keep me in line. Prepare me for a life of starving servitude, while picking corn and cotton for rich landowners, giving every penny I had to the church they used to keep us in line. I loved my mother. She never saw how things were. Even after they killed her brother, still. She could not see how life was.
Hello, Arthur.
You don't talk about your mother much.
It's painful for me.
Sure, I understand.
You know, I've seen a lot of men who say one thing and do the other thing. Who promise you the world while they rob the bread off your plate. Listen, I know Dutch been a little erratic recently. I know what went on in Blackwater, well, none of us is pretending that was something nice. But I guess, the way I see it, we're still here. And he's still right. I mean, look, you're all free to think what you want to think, but for me, I still believe in him. Because, well, he did what he did. But he did it for love. For all of us. Yes, I feel bad. They didn't deserve that, but listen, I just think, and I've been thinking about this a lot, I just think Dutch loves us. And being loved, well, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna make it. Hey, I came to America because I killed a man in Mexico. Powerful man. I knew if I stayed, everyone I loved would die. I ran. Not for my life, but for theirs. In this country, I spoke no English. I was afraid.
Hello, Arthur.
I had nothing except for my fear for I left in a rush. I was starving, feeble, and alone. I thought I would die crossing the desert. I thought I would get here and be sent back. I thought I would be killed here. Instead, I was simply starving because nobody cared. And then I met Dutch. I was stealing chickens and he, I met him doing the same. And we laughed. He took me in, and he fed me, and he clothed me. And I met all of you. I don't believe I shall ever go back home now. For this,
This is my home now. You are all my home now.
Hello again, Arthur.
I'd love to have seen you and Dutch trying to rob chickens.
I'd say I had the upper hand.
Oh, have to set up a rematch.
Always good times with old Dutch. Shoot innocent people, rob, kill, run, all in the name of fun. Dutch is fun. Dutch is gonna save us all. Dutch is gonna save us. Well, he saved me twice or more already. Stopped the farmers from lynching me up in Illinois. Just now he had me saved from wolves.
You seem
Well,
preoccupied.
he saved us all from the Pinkertons or whoever it is on our tail, and still, I doubt it. Blessed are they who have faith, yet have still not seen whatever that line he spouts is. What do I know? I don't know a thing. I mean, that man I killed for, the man I ran for, the man I believed in, is that still the same man I see now? Guess about all I got left now is doubts. Doubts and scars.
Yeah, we all been in this a long time.
I barely remember nothing else.
Nope.
Listen to me. Don't, none of you, never go do something stupid and get yourself a woman. You hear me? Trust your old Uncle John on this one. And if you got one, get rid of them. Go drown them in the goddamn ocean, because trust me, boys, it's you or them. You or them, they'll kill you. But they won't do you the kindness of shooting you or slitting your throat. They will slowly grind you down to dust with the nagging and the demands and the complaints. You will die the most painful death imaginable, and that's this. The slow realization that you would rather be dead than have to listen to her crap for a moment longer. And if you knew you could kill her and get away with it, you would. Trust me on that.
So, things ain't going well with Abigail then?
Just stay out of it, Arthur.
Gladly.
So this is it, huh? We all gonna die and never see no promised land. No heaven on earth. No man unleashed. No real land, no pure land, or none of that stuff Dutch spouts. We all just gonna get shot like any other hoodlum. Put down like any other pest. And all that stuff we believed in was just something to make us better at killing folk, faster at running away. Well, I guess it is what it is, and right now this is it. Ain't never gonna see my son grow up. Ain't never gonna atone for my sins. Ain't never nothing but gonna get shot for them. I hope God can forgive me for what I've done on this earth, because ain't much I'm proud of. A whole lot I hope he's forgotten about.
You sound like you've given up.
I don't know. Maybe I have.
No. We gotta see this through, John.
You know, when I was a boy, I used to wonder what it'd be like to have a family. My mama died when she had me, and my daddy was gone by the time I was 8. I was on my own after that. I was 11, first time I shot a man. His fault, but then we all think that all the time. I thought God himself would come down and take vengeance on me for what I'd done, but that ain't happened yet. Sometimes I wish it would. Well, I guess we'll be all right. We got Dutch. If there's anyone I reckon could convince good old St. Peter he got it wrong, it's Dutch. Aw. We weren't that bad. Come on. Let us in. Let us in. Let us in so we can rob you blind, just like every other unfortunate along the way. How you boys keeping? My lord. Been quite a ride since Blackwater. Since that thing on the boat. You boys know all about that. At least, you know enough. Still trying to forget. Got my wings clipped there, then nearly got eaten by a pack of wolves.
You just hanging around,
Maybe
Arthur?
I should learn my lesson. And just hope Dutch has learned his. I love Dutch. Y'all know that. But we're bad men. We're fighters, I know. But sometimes I start thinking about that girl. Well, Javier knows what we saw, and it weren't pretty. Ask Micah. Although he encouraged it, weren't pretty at all. I just hope Dutch was right when he said that we had to do it to survive. Sometimes you just gotta do really bad things, I guess.
Hello?
Remember the old days? When we used to go around giving away the money we'd robbed?
Yeah. Guess that just kind of stopped at some point.
Sure did.
How we all doing? Man, we are in some shit now, ain't we? Even before Blackwater, I had my doubts, but since then, we've had folk drop like flies. Men I've ridden with for years, just dead, gone. Women and children, too. This ain't nothing nice. Whole thing used to make some kind of sense, but now it feels like we're waiting on a miracle or waiting to die, and I can't tell which it is. I mean, we've always had problems, but never like this. Them folks in Blackwater, it was real mad, and we responded like animals. Like cornered animals. And all of a sudden, things don't make much sense no more. We have become what we set out to hate. And it scares me. It does.
Can't keep reliving that day in Blackwater.
It's hard not to.
We all gotta start moving on.
I wanted to thank all you boys for taking me in, for not killing me. Let me tell you, old Combe O'Driscoll, he's a rotten fella.
Not you as well. It's not Colm. Colm. It's column. In Ireland, we say column.
Well, He likes Colm. He's American.
Oh, he's Irish. Just look at his name. He's just a dumb Irish bastard who can't pronounce his own name.
If you say so.
I do say so. Colm O'Driscoll. Say it now.
He likes Colm.
And you like breeding. So say Colm properly.
Colm.
That's better, boy. That's better.
Hi.
Hey there.
All right. Colm? What are you talking about?
Don't you start too. That's how you say it.
Well, I'll be sure to tell him that.
So, what's your story, boy?
Horses.
Horses. How do you mean, horses?
Or, I used to work with horses when I was a little boy. My pa came over from Ireland. He got sick and died. My ma got sick and died. It was cholera. After that, I was all alone, and the stables where I worked threw me out. I was living in the West.
Hey, look out,
we
Javier.
traveled out there because Pa thought he could become a farmer. In California. Well, we never made it to California. I joined the Army, but that didn't work out well. Then I fell in with some outlaws. They got killed, and I fell in with the O'Driscolls. They gave me a choice. Ride with them, or die. So, wasn't much of a choice. Now, I'm in with you, and all I know is folks all seem to die. I still love horses.
You'll always have the horses, Kieran.
I know where I am with them.
Well, go do some work then.
So, what's he like, this Colm? Or Colm? Or whatever he calls himself, anyway.
Honestly?
Yeah, honestly.
He's, when he talks to you, nicely, it's like the sun is shining. And when he's mad at you, it's like the devil's gonna be upon you. That's how I'd put it. He changes. He's happy and you're happy. He's mad and you're upset and you don't know why. He's unfair and unkind. As long as it isn't directed at you, you don't care. He turns his men into monsters. Somehow he makes them love only him. He scares me. I mean, you boys scare me, but you're still like human beings. He's it's hard to explain.
Well, he sounds like a right idiot, if you ask me. Real pleased with himself.
He scares me.
Yeah, well, he don't scare me. Silly fool you are.
I know.
I thought you barely knew Colm.
Well, yes, but I heard plenty.
Is that right?
You know, my mama was born in a field. Literally, in a field. Her mama was picking cotton, didn't even know she was pregnant. Came over funny and she gave birth right in the field. And the goddamn overseer, he took my mama away and made my grandmama get up and finish picking. Overseer was sweet on her and used to rape her. After she was set free at the end of the war, he tried it again, and she killed him with a knife. They nearly lynched her, but she ran away, and my mama never saw her again.
Shit. We all think we had it hard.
I wasn't saying it so you feel sorry for me or nothing.
I know.
You know, my father had welts all down his back. He was raised a slave. He taught all the kids how to read. A good old-fashioned house nigga, they called him. But he was beaten just the same. Now, it wasn't the master of the house, who my father loved, in a way, but his brother, whom my father hated with an almighty passion. He'd beat the slaves almost nightly. Whip them, rape them. One night, my father was getting a whooping for the crime of being born by this horrible bastard when his sister-in-law, the master's wife, walks in. Now, fearing for my father's life, she told her brother-in-law to stop. Well, not only did he not stop, he beat her too. Next day, his brother, the master, shot him dead. The whole plantation cheered. The master gave my father his dead brother's watch and told him as he did so, time will catch up with us all. A year later, he set them free and hanged himself the very next night. My father gave me that watch. Beautiful, big pocket watch it was. And now, I've gone and lost it fleeing Blackwater. When I get some spare money, I'ma buy myself another one to honor both my father and them folks that saved his life.
That all got a little messy, huh?
I reckon it's best if we just put it behind us.
Suits me.
Uh-oh, Bill's got a drink in his
field
hand.
stock. But Daddy, he worked indoors. He was a house nigger. And that's what they called him. I mean, he could read and write, and he never worked in the fields. He was educated. His pa the same. They were tutors. Man, nobody liked him. Not the whites, and not the blacks. But he was smart, my pa. And I loved him, and he taught me how to read. He taught me to judge people for what they are, not how they look. But, one thing he couldn't teach me was how not to care. Some drunks picked on him walking home one night. And they beat him and killed him, so I was 15 at the time. I stole a gun and I shot him. So then they wanted me, so I went on a run. I ran right till I bumped into Dutch. And my pa, he wanted me to be a lawyer. Well, I guess I've ended up working in the law, in a way of seeing things. Thanks again for that watch, Arthur. I left something for you by your bed.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
Well, sure I did.
I'd have done the same thing.
I don't regret it for a second.
And you got family. Right here now.
Look at you boys, bunch of moaners. Things ain't that bad, things is fine. Fine. Almost dandy. Unlike most of you whiners, I've been in some real tight spots. And this ain't even a goddamn spot, let alone a tight one. I felt rope around my neck more than once. Don't scare me. This don't scare me neither, not one little bit. Way I see it, these things prove what you made of, prove what you is. And right now, too many of yous is proving precisely what you is, and it's like something I went and stepped in. No offense, mind. At least not to them that's gonna quit moaning.
Evening, Arthur.
Hey.
What are you talking about? You moan more than anyone.
I moan about the moaners.
Right.
Gentlemen, and the rest of you, my, oh my, ain't life grand. Well, it is. Trust me on that one. It is. Old Micah Bell told me. That was my daddy. Micah Bell, like his daddy, too. Pair of wild horses, they was. Father and son, and then me. At one point, my daddy was wanted for murder in 5 counties. 5! Never did suffer fools. Damn near killed my brother one time. But my brother always was a fool and a coward. Yellow as pissed on snow. Never could stand him. Nor his wife. Lives over in California by the sea. Pathetic. What kind of a man lives by the sea, I ask you? Hmm? Huh? Huh? Kind of man that gets told where to live by his wife. Ain't no woman never told me nothing apart from make yourself scarce. And that suits me about fine. Look at you, whining little women, all of yous. I love Dutch, man. He's like a brother to me, but he attracts fools like flies to a turd. Listen, what will be, will be. Ain't nothing a fella can do about it. Ain't no one changing nothing. I got all kinds of crazy in me. Ain't nothing I can do about that. Ain't my fault. Ain't no one's fault. Just live your goddamn life, and when it's time, go out shooting. Ain't no pity. Ain't no guilt. Ain't none of that. Don't mean nothing. Ain't nothing. The sooner you fools accept that, better you'll be as men. It's kill or be killed. And right now, plenty of folk want our kind dead. So we kill. And them of us that's too weak or too unlucky, they'll be killed. Accept it. Way of the world.
Hey, Arthur.
You think you're quite the philosopher, don't you?
I just speak the truth.
You sure like the sound of your own voice.
You know, boys, there ain't no being saved. Ain't no being lost. Them fights was over long ago. Or never happened, was only invented to make you feel something out of nothing. Makes no difference. Ain't sure nothing makes a difference. Can't see how. Tide comes in, tide goes out. You was born, you die. In between, you do what you do. Ain't no good, ain't no bad, just things that make you feel good or make you feel sad, and just the length of time between being born and dying. That's all there is. Ain't no old man judging man. Ain't no heaven. And maybe there is damnation. But I think I know what that'll be like. And I'm gonna be right at home there. That's it. See it for what the hell it is. Look at you fools sitting there waiting. Waiting on old Dutch to save your bacon once again. I've seen more inspiring corpses than you lot. Life is for the living. And if you don't want to live, let someone else have the privilege and get out the way. You're pathetic. Every last one of you. Aside from Dutch, and the only thing pathetic about him is the fact that he associates with you fools. Must make him feel good. Taking care of the simple-minded, the desperate, and the needy. Well, my daddy said, sympathy is for the weak. You get what you deserve, you gotta kill to eat. That's what this country is. Every man equal, every man for himself. But you lot ain't got no real fight in you. Old Dutch has made a fool of himself trying to save you, and that's the truth. Well, this is fun, ain't it? On the run with a bunch of women. All our money lost back in Blackwater. Old Dutch knows where the money is, just him and Hosea, same as usual. Well, I love Dutchy, but I ain't sure how fair it is. That's all our money. We all deserve a chance to go out and get it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Now, I know you folks is loyal to the point of constipation, but this is real. That money is our only hope. Our only hope. And it's locked up there good and proper, and only Hosea and Dutch know. That ain't fair. And it ain't doing anyone any good. Stay away.
You are obsessed with that money.
It's mine as much as theirs. I should know where it's hidden.
No, you shouldn't.
Mind if I sit a minute? Oh, my lord above. I am not made for land. It's too many angles. Yeah, me? I like a flat horizon. Wide and clear, little waves taking me south to paradise. Not a vicious blizzard, thick mud, railways, filthy towns, and any other hells we've encountered. Black water! Never was a place truer named, huh? Huh? I like blue water. Mm-hmm. Black water, you can keep that. Blue water, fire water, salt water. Black water's for fools. Yep. It's just unnatural. All this land. Ain't natural at all. I need to sit a minute. Oh, I'm tired. Real tired. All this walking, all this standing. It's not for me. I'm designed to float. Not for all this land. It's too much of it. It's just too much of it. No wonder your whole lot went crazy. You gotta head out to the sea. Even old Dutchy, it'd be good for him. Did you know the Dutch were seafaring folk? When I laid eyes on him the first time, I loved him. He was so charismatic. But I still told myself, I said, Pearson, that man needs some sea air. All that brooding, harumph. It's looking at all this damn grass and sky all the time. We are meant to swim, not ride around on donkeys. It's ridiculous. You know, when I was in the Navy, men could fight until they were 100. Now look at us. All sick and weak and pathetic. Every one of us. Every bloody one of us.
I think we're gonna need more than sea air, Mr. Pearson.
You'd be surprised. It works wonders.
Not against Pinkertons.
Here's the way I see it, if you're interested. Everything changes. I grew up wanting to hunt whales. My father and his father both hunted sperm whales. Everyone's fathers did where I grew up. And we lit the world with that oil. We lit the world, and oh, we lived like princes. With our moms wearing new dresses, and our dads out to sea for years at a time. Rich and lonely, but desperate to be out there. And then, as I'm finishing school and getting ready to ship out to sea myself, everything ends. Nobody wants whale oil no more. Everybody's running out west for gold and land and oil and freedom. So I spent a couple of years at sea, but it's not what I imagined. Without the hunt, it's not really anything. I don't want to simply carry things across the sea. I want to pull things from it. So I, too, go west. And soon I fall into some terrible trouble with some really bad men I meet. They force me to marry a woman so they can steal all my money. But then Dutch finds me, very much at my wit's end. And you boys know the rest of that story. Now, I'm a ship's cook for a camp with no ship. With no ship. But I miss the sea. I do. It calms you somehow.
Quite the life story.
And it ain't over yet.
Let's hope not.
You, wonderful folks, mind if I sit down? Quite a bleeding night, eh? Woo! Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Quite a life. You know, my whole life, been on the run. Dad was a wanted man. Till they found him. And they didn't want him so much. The British chased him over here and shot him. In his bed. Tough business. We never got that new start. I got sent to reform school. Didn't reform me too much. I tried to kill Dutch first time I met him. Y'all heard that story, right? Screwed a lot of them, I say. The whole world can go to hell for all I care. The only thing that matters is the tiny number of people that aren't liars and cheats. Well, most of them are liars and cheats, but only on the outside, not inside, if you know what I mean. All right.
The McGuire family history. Don't we know it well?
I wear my heart on my sleeve, Morgan. What can I tell you?
Right.
The first time I met Dutch was him with Hosea. And I thought to myself, what a pair of feckless bastards. Was up near North Elizabeth. I was fixated on this pocket watch Dutch had. Big fancy thing it was. It was a greedy bugger. And hungry too, hadn't eaten in 3 days. So I thought to myself, I'll rob this pair of bastards. So I followed him out of the bar. It was a dark night. I followed him down this alleyway. As I pulled out me gun to threaten him with imminent death, he just stood there laughing at me. I felt like a 6-year-old. Go ahead, they says. Shoot us. So I did. Bang, bang, bang! Nothing. The bastards had spotted me at the bar and taken the bullets out of me gun. So I stood there laughing and crying. And rather than kill me, they took me and got me some food. And that, of course, was that.
And you're still just as useless at robbing now.
It's you who's getting slow, old man. I'm in my prime.
God help us.
I'll tell you what. America may be awful. It's a whole heap better than Ireland. At least you boys had the good sense to get rid of the damn English. Ain't nothing worse than be one of their colonies. I'm telling you. Bunch of Protestant know-it-alls, I tell you. Ridiculous. Who the hell do they think they are anyhow, huh? Makes me skin crawl. Every time I hear the sound of that voice. Oh, Dutch knows. I see an Englishman. I have to kill him just to get a bit of bloody peace. Ah, I'm only joking. I love the English. It's the Scots I can't stand. I'm gonna miss them calendar boys. They'd frightened them.
I won't. They were a liability.
It's not kind to talk poorly of the dead.
David Calendar was a dangerous fool. I imagine it was his fault things went so bad in Blackwater.
I can't remember. I was knocked unconscious almost as things kicked off.
What kicked him off?
We were spotted. Or set up. Wasn't clear which.
I didn't know that.
Well, what's done is done, I guess.
Hey, Lenny.
Hey there, Arthur.
I miss them boys, too.
Well, Lenny here says they was a liability.
They was, but I still miss them.
Gentlemen, mind if I warm myself a minute? Well, you lot all seem particularly sour. Even by your standards, which is saying a lot. Now, how am I girls supposed to feel okay about themselves with nothing but a bunch of sour-faced killers for company? Well, I do my best to keep them presentable. I really do. But there's no one to help me. Oh, I know you lot just laugh at me behind my back. I know what you say. But it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Being the camp joke. Well, just because I have standards, huh? And manners. Manners is important. Manners is everything. Oh, you lot ain't got no manners. Just look at you. Bunch of cow herders, the lot of you. Gentlemen, how you keeping? Well, girls ain't happy. Let me tell you that for nothing. Not happy at all. Don't know why. Well, that's not true. I do know why. They're lazy, good-for-nothing brats. Every last one of them. They're whores with ideas miles above their station. I mean, in my day, it just didn't happen. Talk back to a madam? I'd have been horsewhipped. And I was. Oh, I was horsewhipped. And I'm grateful. Oh, I wish Dutch had let me whip some of them pathetic wretches into shape. They need it. Oh, so help me God, they need it. I mean, it's bad now, but it's only gonna get worse. It's ridiculous. It's got ridiculous. I mean, there's simply no respect for their betters. How you gentlemen keeping?
Fine, Miss Grimshaw. And you?
Just fine, sir, just fine.
I must say, all this adventuring and wandering over mountain passes, being chased and running for our lives, surely agrees with you. You know, if I didn't know, I'd think you's the same age as them silly girls.
Oh, away with you, silly man.
Oh, no. If I was 5 years younger, or $1,000 richer, well, I'd marry you. Make a dishonest woman of you, I would. Yeah. And that'd be the best decision I ever took. You're a fine woman. Oh, you keep it hidden under that sour vinegar face, nasty acid tongue. But I know that's just a rose's thorns.
You're a silver-tongued flatterer and no mistake.
Oh, no, I tell the truth, ma'am.
I must get back to my work.
Oh, there's something about that woman. Sweet and sour. Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen. Feels nice, yes? You know, I never came to America until I was a man. Well, 17. We grew up quick in Vienna. Perhaps too quick. By the age of 12, my brother was beating night watchmen so he could steal some bread for us. My little sister, Anna, she was sold into servitude by father at the age of 9. We cried so much the day she left. Me, I had health problems, so I got sent with my uncle on the boat to the New World. Oh, they imagine that Brooklyn fog is better for a child's lungs than good Viennese smoke. We sail into the Hudson. The whole city is on fire because of riots due to the war. I believe I have arrived literally in hell. My uncle is so horrified, he promptly drops down dead. And I am all alone in the New World. Oh, how strange fate is.
And look at you now, living the dream.
Or the nightmare, depending on the day.
Indeed.
You have to love yourself a fire. It's one of the blessings freely given to all. And yet, perhaps not freely given. I am reminded of Prometheus. In many ways, the Greek myths are best in explaining the very punishments that imbue our daily existence with their piquant tortures. Sure, we can have fire. And we can have the knowledge of fire. But with that comes the knowledge of everything. We become like a god. Because to be all-powerful is to be all-suffering. Yes. Thus, Prometheus gave us light and warmth and eternal damnation and the awareness of our isolation for everything holy. Quite the conundrum, fire. It's enough to make a man drink. Or worse.
Oh, hello.
Yep. Gotta love yourself a fire.
I don't think they understood one word of that.
Probably not.
How are you keeping, gentlemen? You mind if I join you? You know, doubt is a hell of a thing. A hell of a thing. When we doubt, we become the devil's plaything. Makes us do the stupidest of things. Makes me do the stupidest of things. Now you know me, I'm a God-fearing, Rome-hating gentleman. But when the doubt takes hold of me, I'm a fiend for that stuff. When I'm strong, I can move mountains. But when I'm weakened by doubts, a child could defeat me. I am frozen by my doubt, and yet I cannot overcome it. It's a terrible burden, friends. Terrible burden indeed.
Yep.
Aye.
Well, I doubt I understood a word of that.
These things are sent to test us.
Maybe.
You boys got it easy. Far too easy. You don't worry about your souls. You probably don't even have them. You're like animals. You're free. Me, I'm in torment. I'm in hell. I am a failure in every conceivable way. The morphia has me by the throat, and its embrace is brutal. The whiskey wants to drown me, and God won't let me go either. I can't stand it. It's tearing at me. I used to be a man of God. But now look at me. I'm just a wretch. And worse than that, a self-pitying one.
Only you can get yourself out of this, Reverend.
You think I don't know that?
I hope you do.
I thought I was gonna lead a good life. A different sort of life. I saved souls. I exorcised devils. I did. I cast out evil, and I helped people. I was a pompous ass. Really, I was. I forgot that I was doing God's work and began to think that I was a god. What a fool. What a terrible, arrogant fool I was. A man of God. And then I met that little sticky black devil. Those little lumps of hell. Just a little back pain. Oh, this'll make it feel better. A gift from the gods. And then it got me by the throat. You all know that. You all laugh at me, pity and despise me, I'm sure, but forgive me. At least forgive me, because all the silly things I do, all the lying and the stealing, somehow it isn't me. Or if it is, it isn't all of me. There's a different, better me stuck inside of here. Dutch sees it. And that's why he puts up with me when I'm sure the rest of you would cast me adrift. And that's why I love him, because he can forgive. Even when I can't forgive myself.
Hi.
You're one of us, Reverend. We'll always forgive you.
You will?
Maybe not always.
Oh. I made a fool of myself again. And one of you saved me. It could have been any one of you. Well, almost any one of you. I'm a cautionary tale. I know that. The morphine, the whiskey, it's pretty pathetic, really. I don't pity myself. I hate myself, good and proper, but I don't pity myself. Maybe I do. I don't really know anymore. I had a family once. Sometimes I wish back when I saved Dutch. Rather than saving me back, he'd done the proper thing and put a bullet in my head. Excuse me.
How you gentlemen keeping? Sorry for interrupting, but I can't stand much longer over there. I mean, I love the girls, but my lord, they complain a lot. I mean, I've known worse than this. I was born into worse than this. Most of us grew up hungry and scared and alone, one way or another. And here, we've usually got food, and we usually ain't scared. I mean, sometimes. And we ain't never alone. Not here. Quite the opposite. So I'm done with the whining. I know we had a scene in the mountains, but we're over that. It's time to cheer up. All of you.
All right.
That was quite a speech.
Just feel like it's time they all buck back up now.
I agree.
How you boys doing? Mind if I stand a while? My lord, but mark my words, one of these days, Karen will slit old Grimshaw's throat. We all hate her. But Mary Beth is sort of peaceful, and Abigail, she doesn't have time for that kind of nonsense. And I don't care enough, and Miss Adler, well, she may slit any one of our throats, come to think of it. But Karen hates her more than anyone, and she hates Karen. And Karen ain't one to hate unwisely. I've seen her cut men up more than once. If Grimshaw goes missing, I'll give you 20 to 1. Karen did it. Only she won't slit her throat. She'll cut her throat clean out and drink her blood. Mark my words, boys. You know something? Them boys kidnapped me and was gonna do God alone knows what to me. But I'm imagining it ended with me dead in a ditch someplace. And it made me realize something. It made me realize we got it pretty good here. And you boys is decent. And I wanted to say thank you. Seriously, all of you. Well, most of you. I'm getting all soppy. Even Grimshaw ain't so bad. But don't tell her I said it or I'll kill all of you. Enjoy your night, fellas. Hey.
Hey, Arthur.
Grimshaw does always look out for you.
I know. She just has a funny way of showing it sometimes.
Sure.
So how about you, Mr. Trelawney? Where are you from?
The moons of Jupiter, dear boy. The moons of Jupiter.
Oh, shut up, shut up. Now, that kind of nonsense might amuse folk at a children's birthday party. But really. I'm saying Irish.
No.
Scots?
Cornwall, dear boy. Where the real, original Celts are from. Where they still have trolls, just like you, that live under the bridges. Where fire spews out of the marshes.
What's it like there?
I have no idea. I've never been, but it sounds wonderful.
Well, I'm from Ohio, and I have been there. And it could use more trolls.
So I've heard. So I've heard.
Gentlemen, why the long faces? What's wrong with all you? Goddamn whiners. Complainers. Worse than that. Complainers who don't even say nothing, just complain with your eyes and sour mouths. Where I come from, we got a word for you lots. Wise. That's what you become. Wise. Oh, yeah, that's how it seems to me. Big, tough men, robbers, hoodlums, proud degenerates. Turned into a bunch of moaning women at the side of some lawman in a little snow. I ain't never seen anything so disgusting in my whole time. I met a lot of women, but you boys just about turned into the most womanly of all of them. And that's the truth.
Every time, Uncle.
Now, let me tell you boys a story. And when old Uncle was just a little boy, back when they called me nephew, I guess, not Uncle. Now,
My real uncle, Uncle Jeb, my mother's brother's cousin, he was kind of funny. One of those men you didn't want to be left alone with on account of him doing, well, you know what I mean. Not right with young men. Anyways, he wanted to take me fishing. Now, I didn't want to go, because if there's one place men act funny, it's around fish. Oh, anyways, he tried to take me. All week long, he's telling me to come, and in the end, I sent my brother's friend, Ned, instead. Go. I never liked Ned much either. I figured, well, they could do the damnedest to each other. Turns out they did. Only weren't Jeb drowning Ned like I reckon, but Ned, he went and, well, stabbed Jeb right in the moneymaker. Turned him into Aunt Jemima. No word of lie. Hey there. I ain't sure I understood a word of that. Oh, I'm lost on you fools. Well, you're lost, that's for sure. Man, bunch of sour faces. Cheer up, a lot of you. None of them women got the clap. None of you got lynched yet. Ain't none of you got married neither. Way I see it, ain't no good in worrying about what may be. Worry about what you got and ain't got, and none of you got nothing to worry about. Just like my daddy told me. He said, son, don't worry about the future. Worry about today. And I said, what do you mean, Pa? He said, well, you're gonna get a beating so hard you'll be lucky to even see tomorrow. He was right. Damn nearly killed me, but it taught me not to watch women in the outhouse and get caught. It also taught me not to worry about nothing other than that which is gonna happen.
Hey.
That's deep, Uncle.
I speak only the truth.
Well, that's one lie right there. Gentlemen, I tell you, I see all them long faces and sour expressions, but you're forgetting one thing. It's a good time to be alive. These are the best of times for men such as us. This is the age of science, the age of reason, the age where a man can be what he wants, irrelevant to birth or other restrictions, like intelligence. Half you fellas don't realize how lucky you are. This is a free time. I mean, sure, old Dutch has led us into a scrape, but we gonna be fine. I was telling one of those lovely ladies just now, don't cry, sugar, I told her, because they like that. Anyway, don't cry, I said. Uncle loves you, and one day, you won't be no $3 whore. You're gonna be a $5 whore or a housemaid. Them's dreams. Of course, you boys and I know that ain't never gonna happen. She'll die on her back at the hand of some monster in the back room of some no-name saloon. Sure as shit is brown. But it damn near made her day. And she's out there smiling, so cheer up. That's all I'm saying. The thing is, this country's been ruined ever since the British left. That's a fact. I mean, don't get me wrong. I hate British folk. Silly damn voices. Stuff-shirted windbags. But we're even worse. What have we done, huh? We've put fellas in leg irons. We killed each other. Invaded Cuba. And now we're about to invade the Philippines. And this is the land of freedom? It's ridiculous. This isn't a land for men. It's a land for money.
You all right there, Pearson? You seem a little out of it.
Just exhausted, Mr. Morgan.
Well, we're out of the worst now.
A living God for a few days? Seriously, it's a good one. And it's true. Entirely true. Many, many years ago, I was selling camping supplies in East Africa. My lord, it was wild. Massive boys, them Congo Indians, average 9 feet tall, some even bigger. Now, we was riding down the river, you know, when suddenly our boat erupted into flames. The rest of the crew, they was eating.
You know, back when I was in the Army, and we was out on patrol, we couldn't light no fires. You see, our captain had a theory. He said a lit fire would just bring the engines on us that much quicker. But the only problem was, no fire brought the wolves on us. Yes, sir. So there we were at night, either cold and frightened of the wolves or warm and frightened of the Indians. And I could never figure out what frightened me more. All right. I know what you boys are thinking, but I don't frighten that easy. You know what? Why don't you try yourselves a couple night out on that prairie, surrounded by savages trying to eat you alive, and we'll see who the real man is. That's all I'm saying. You can't blame a man for his honesty. Damn Indians. The horse. Do you mind if I sit? You know, when I first met Dutch, when I first met many of you, I had just left the Army. And it wasn't on a case of no dishonorable discharge like I'm sure some of you have heard around here. But it was by mutual consent on the account of our differing opinions, or that's how the captain put it. Differing opinions. The Army, they had their opinion, and I had mine. We was equals, but we went our separate ways. Now me, I spent a few nights sleeping rough, I admit. Funny. I was robbed. I was robbed by someone I was well, you know well. Yeah. No, it was a woman. I was robbed by a woman. And then I met Dutch. Now, unlike some of you vagrants and vagabonds and orphans and murderers, I've seen what Uncle Sam can do up close. Nothing will make you believe in a man like Dutch more than seeing what power can do to a captain in the U.S. Army. I mean, it corrupts a man. It corrupts a man totally. But I believe in Dutch. I know. Dutch is Dutch. But I believe in him where he talks, I walks. And that's the way it's gonna be. And it was a woman. I see you chuckling. You know something, gentlemen? We're gonna be okay. We are gonna be fine. I mean, sure, I know Things don't seem fine right now, but I've got a feeling that they are going to be fine. There's nothing to worry about. I mean, believe in old Bill here, because old Bill believes in Dutch. You know, it's how a fella responds in a moment of crisis to show you who he really is. And I know as sure as the sun rises in the one place and then goes and sets in the other, that Dutch will get us out of this mess. Now, sure, we might run into another 5 messes down the road. Shit, we might run into a whole series of messes, but we will get to the promised land, and we will be free. And for those of you who doubts it, you'll be the ones who won't make it. You can trust me on that. It's trust. North to south trust. That's all I'm saying.
Hi.
Nobody can say you ain't loyal, Bill.
Without that, what is there?
I'm with you.
You know, when I was in the Army, fellas would spend all night talking about what they were gonna do the second they left the Army. Oh, all kinds of things, like, oh, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be a cook, or well, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna find me a wife. Hell, someone's like, I'm gonna go and dance with the finest whore in San Francisco. You know, some shit like that. You know how fellas is. Oh, well, no offense. But you know what every one of them did the second they left the Army? Join the goddamn Army again. Jesus Christ. I mean, here is a group of fellas that spent every waking minute just dreaming of leaving, and then they left, and then they jumped back in again. Stupid. You know what? That taught me something. And it taught me something I will never forget. And that's that most fellas are sheep. That's right. And if you can tell the difference between a sheep and a sheep and a man, then that makes you a better man than me, sir. And that's all I'm saying. Mark my words, all of you, mark my words. Stupid Army. Sheep. You know, when I first met Dutch, I was at a low point. Real low. And, I tried to rob him. I mean, I was just out of the Army, and I was drinking like a fish, and I was still sticking up folk on the highway, just out west of the mountains. And Dutch got one look at me. I was just drunk, and I was angry. and he just burst out laughing. And I was so mad, I swear I could have put a slug in him. But he cheered me up, and he gave me purpose. And now I sense some of you fools are doubting him. And that makes me so angry, because he saved me. He saved Bill Williamson. And he can do it again. So for all you sons of bitches, you fools that are doubting him, go. leave. Just run away. Just get the hell out of here. But you know what? I know you won't. None of you will. Because you're all the same. You're just like me. So you have faith. We've all got to have faith. Because this is Dutch Vanderland that we're talking about here. This Dutch Vanderland.
You tell him, Bill.
Somebody's gotta.
For sure.
Gents, you know, it's good to sit down for a minute. You know, I was... Shit! I can't remember what I was gonna say. I can't remember. You know, they say that's the first sign of madness. Just forgetting shit. I had something real interesting I was gonna tell you boys and all, and I can't... It would have been amazing. God, shit, I'm sorry. I am annoyed with myself. You know, my daddy started forgetting things. And it didn't turn too good for him in the end. I just hope that I'm not gonna have that kind of future. May he rest in peace. See, he liked moonshine with his whiskey, and he said it was something about the combination. And by the time he passed, he didn't know his left from his right. It's bad business. I just hope that's not what's happening to me. I mean, I don't like mixing drinks. All right? That's the problem, is mixing. Don't.
How you boys doing?
Good, boss. How about you?
Oh, I am okay, son. I'm okay. It's interesting. You know, that thing Evelyn Miller says, I ain't your king. I ain't your messiah. I hope you all know that. But my God, there are fools in this world, and there are even bigger fools that listen to them. Nobody is looking for something so much as the American people. But it is like old Miller says, the power, the kingship we seek, it is in us. And if we deny it, then we make others our Lord. If we deny it, I love that.
Huh. I don't quite get it.
You will, son. You will. Enjoy your evening.
You know, Micah, you got a mighty big mouth. But you've never told us where Dutch met you.
Micah? He crawled out of the outhouse one day, and Dutch was so amazed he asked him to stay.
I like that. Well, where was it? I heard all you fools drone on. I mean, you ain't fools, but you sound foolish. I like Dutch, but he didn't save my life. I saved his. Maybe he never told you, but fact is, I stopped him getting killed in a bar fight in Crenshaw Hills. He's trying to sell some gold you boys had stolen, annoyed some locals. So, I saved his life. No, that ain't true. Ain't it? Why? 'Cause I need to sit around and boast about things I made up 'cause I failed fighting Redskins, that's so?
day, gentlemen.
That man is a fool! Look. Look, I make no bones about it. Dutch, he saved my life. When I was lost, he found me, and he saw something in me. I mean, I ain't perfect. Maybe I'm a long way from perfect, all right? I'm just a big, flawed, dumb American, and I know it. But when I'm with him, I feel I can do things. Like I can be someone. 'Cause he found me in a gutter when I was drunk, and I was dumb, and I was lost, and he raised me up. And I will never forget that. And no matter what that fool says, Dutch is special. He has the mark about him. And you all know it. Because I know it.
You boys are really pouring it all out.
It's Micah talking bull crap again.
He's just trying to get a rise out of you.
Mind if I warm myself here a minute, gentlemen? How you boys keeping? Well, I reckon we're on the turn now. Our luck's turning, we're going to be fine. I knew Dutch would have us right. I knew it. Never doubted him for a minute. Now, sad business when Davy passed. Sad business when anyone passes, but we're going to make it. Dutch will see us right.
Yeah, of course he will.
Exactly, Mr. Williamson. Of course he will. He's the ideal. The American this country was set up to create. He'll see us right. Excuse me. Good night, gentlemen.
Hello. Gentlemen. And a beautiful night. Beautiful night. I'm not much of a storyteller, so forgive me, but I really... I don't have much to say. Life's always confused me. I don't feel I understand it very much. Other human beings seem to understand why they were born, but for me, it seems like I was born to hurt and suffer myself. That doesn't always seem like a really good reason. I wish there was another way. But here in this land, I feel very stuck. But I'm sorry to complain. This is just so.
Hey there, Arthur.
Listen, Charles. You're about the best man I know.
Yep.
Let me see some more smiling, boys. Come on. Life is actually pretty good. 100 years ago, we'd have been indentured men. My people were peasants, starving in a field someplace. My mamas were in Lincolnshire. My daddies were outside of Rotterdam. At least that's what they told me. The modern world is ugly. But the old world was worse. Our job is to make a better world for ourselves. Not go backward, but go forward with hope and dreams. Seriously. And that hope begins now by being hopeful and happy. So cheer up. All of you, cheer up.
You okay?
Yeah, just fed up with all the pessimism around here.
I hear you.
See what I tell you. Listen. Next time, listen. Faith. Hi there. Faith is all that matters. We had faith, and we made it. We are gonna make it. We have a plan, my friends, my loved ones. A plan. It is a real plan. We are gonna leave this place, and we are gonna find our own paradise, our own heaven. Tahiti, Fiji, Australia, the real world. Not this godforsaken dump that all of Europe's detritus has acted out its vengeance on. We are gonna be free. Free.
Yes, we are, Dutch! That's right, boss.
Too right, Dutch.
You're pretty fired up there.
We are going to do this, Arthur. It ain't just talk.
I believe you.
How are you boys keeping? Listen, I know, well, things is kind of tough. But we have had it tough before. We're being tested. But we are gonna overcome these challenges. Now, Blackwater, it weren't nothing nice. I know that. But we have to push on. Even though we walk through hell, well, we walk together. We walk together. Remember that? All of you, remember that. How you boys keeping?